Hello guys, this is going to be just a short video, just an update of what's happening in the market so far in connection to the previous video we posted of the analysis that we were expecting for the trades for today. Currently so far, let me not forget to say please go follow Neltech FX on Instagram, and please subscribe and like our videos, and give us any suggestions of pairs you'd like us to analyze over the coming weeks or over the coming days. Let's go straight to the market. See an update of what's going on right now. Looking at USD MXN, looking at USD MXN, we're seeing that we're at an H4 re-entry on an H4 re-entry. Our H1 is about to give us an extreme, but then looking at our bigger time frame here, I think we should rather wait for a CSD re-entry here on daily. That means just a pullback to that point there, which will be equivalent to a pullback to that region there, and then wait for the short. Because looking at the US dollar index at the moment, if you remember our first video, we looked at the US dollar index, and we did this analysis right here showing that the dollar is going to drop up to a region of between 91. Let me get this regions clearer. Between 91.406 and 91.255. So we're still expecting a drop in the US dollar across the board. And now looking at US dollar MXN, for it to bounce back off this H4 entry is highly unlikely. I think it should pull back maybe to a region of daily CSD re-entry, and then we'll come bounce off this region here of our weekly re-entry, which will be our extreme on daily, and then we'll go up. Looking at the Euro USD at the moment, we talked about this on the previous video. We're looking to go long based on the H4 entry that we got over here. This is what we call a powerful re-entry. This is where we call full margin re-entries. I didn't actually go full margin on this re-entry because I wasn't actually quite sure what was going to happen, because I caught it very, very early. Looking at this, we had an extreme, a rejection, just a bounce off EMA 50. Same thing I always talk about. And then if you look at the last time frame here, we have some sort of MLV at this point, which is where we entered. Going forward, we analyzed NZD JPY. This region right here, we're expecting to go long. I waited for the market to come drop back to this region here of support at this point, and then that's where I took my entry. It's quite a small entry, but then we'll increase the lot sizes as it goes up, because right now we still have this gap that we still have to fill. Let me zoom this out a bit. We still have this gap here of this candle that we still have to fill. Our stops are just underneath the lowest point. So if the market retraces a little bit, that's where we'll enter more entries. Or if it continues going up, because I feel like it still has to come back to accommodate this TP3 that it left out here, because we just passed TP2, we just passed TP1, TP1 re-entry, TP2, TP2 re-entry, and now we are left with TP3. So I think we should still rally down a little bit to TP3, and therefore we'll be comfortable putting in more entries at that point. Looking at GBP AUD, we missed the trade. I don't really know how I missed the trade, but then yeah, our entry was satisfied here on daily candle. We had our extremes here on H4. Looking at H1, gave us nice MOV. We just did not enter. So what we'll be looking to go on right now is probably a CSM re-entry. That's what we'll be looking to go on right now. Do not be confused by all the other analysis. So we missed that entry, it is fine. We'll still get another entry via a CSM. We already have a CSM at this point, so probably a couple of candles up or just a CSM re-entry, and then we'll get our entry point right there. Looking at Euro AUD, similarly to GBP AUD, we missed the trade at that point. Just because we didn't get the extreme we were looking for at this point. We were expecting a bounce off of EMA 50 and low BB. It actually didn't do that. It just almost touched them, and then it retraced back. I think it bounced off this support right here, and then it retraced back. Now it's going up. We missed the trade. If we do miss it. If it continues rolling up, we're just gonna wait for CSM re-entry. We already have a CSM just like in GBP AUD. Just gonna wait for CSM re-entry, and then we're gonna put in more entries. With that being said, thank you very much.